What do you mean by loud thud, people? I mean, I kind of muted myself so you wouldn't hear anything. Did anyone just hear a snort? So, did you guys hear about the big news about Doom? Come on, Kame. Kame, somebody, did you hear the big news that Bethesda's touting about Doom? Because I find it the most pathetic news ever. Well, it's not pathetic, but it just feels way too late. So they're updating all the releases, the newer releases of Doom and Doom 2 and Ultimate Doom to be widescreen.
Did you find Melvin?
Naturally widescreen and
Nope,
accept mods.
I can't find either of them.
But is that the censored version or the regular version of Doom and Doom 2?
Yeah. When I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
Are they going to be the new bosses? They better not be.
Zach, we need to stop
I love
Professor
cows.
R's plan no matter what it takes.
Yeah, the
Relax,
releases of Doom and
Patty.
Doom 2 were massively
You don't
censored.
need to worry about a thing.
They removed the Nazis from them.
I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for now. And I'm sure he's protecting your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today. I need to prepare a report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
But...
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef and a first-class concierge at my disposal. Oh, and a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of fun at that hotel.
Yeah, they were.
But...
They were removed in the re-release, Kaneko.
Thanks, Agent York.
Thank you, Fat Man.
You're
You
a
are
lady,
awesome.
so you take the bed. Zach and I will be fine on the couch.
No. In the re-release that was a few years ago, the re-release by Bethesda of Doom and Doom 2 got rid of the Nazi soldiers. I don't know if that was in the regular release or just the release that was in Doom BFG, the BFG collection. But that was honest to God truth. They did do that. Yeah. There were secret areas where you could fight the Wolfenstein Nazi soldiers, Warbird. Right. Yes, they did, Kaneko. Oh, yeah, they did. The re-release of the BFG edition removed them. No, I'm talking across the board. There's been talk about that everywhere. Bailiff knows what I'm talking about. Yep. They kept the secret levels, but they removed the Nazis. They also changed the friggin' first aid crates to green. Because you can't have a Red Cross! Fuck you! No, the Red Cross is just like the word band-aided thermos. It is part of the English lexicon. You can't copyright it anymore. Fuck off. People have to know what I'm talking about. For God's sake, people have to know what I'm talking about. Huh?
Welcome to...
Patty?
Yep. He says it's especially...
Wow.
Awesome.
Yes, that... Hey, Patty, do you need to stay here and watch over the shop? I don't mind if that's what you...
Don't worry about the shop. It'll be fine. I'm ready to continue the investigation whenever...
What if another customer comes in?
Then we'll just say we closed due to an emergency. We don't even have any regular customers besides you, Agent York.
Is that...
Folks can get to a huge outlet mall in 30 minutes if they take the highway. So we usually just go there once a week to stock up on everything. Honestly, we weren't making any money until you came along. Daddy said it's just good to have a shop for the sake of communicating with everyone.
Zach, that sounds completely different from what Melvin told us. He said he started this shop simply for fun. Perhaps he's a much harder worker than we gave him credit for.
Yeah, Kaneka, I'll give you the link after this, but it was one of the controversial moments. Hey, take Dez as well, Brisk. Or if someone wants to look it up and post it to the channel, where they discuss how they removed the Nazis from the BFG edition in recent regular normal editions of Doom 2 lately. You want to see what, Tarth? But yeah, we're going to have a wonderful Halloween this year. You know Halloween is my favorite time of year when it comes to gaming. I love horror games. I'm going to do the Song of Horror. I'm going to do the Resident Evil co-ops with Brisk Tits here if he can do them. Incest is best, but your sister to the test. Aw. She dead tired. Aw.
Zach, the Clarkson family tree is nothing like we thought it was. We need to reorganize everything
It's a
we've
straight
uncovered
line
so far. She was so tired she fell right to sleep. Hey, Zach, I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Yeah, I might. Is that a tapeworm? That has 60 on it. Okay. Organization start.
First, let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou, in a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi. The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zach, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
Crawdad farmer.
That's right. He's a crawfish farmer. And after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body. I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him.
How much does a crawfish farmer
make? If not for
make?
his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about, didn't we? Under very unexpected circumstances. Leonard Clarkson.
I'm just mad at how bad of a
He
port
ran
Crystal
away from
Chronicles is. They
Found
fucked
his
it up
true
big
self,
time.
then changed
To the
names.
point I'm wondering if I should just like emulate the Crystal Chronicles via the PC and
So,
play
Zach,
co-op that way.
Do you remember her name? Helena Doman. The townspeople call her Lena. She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now.
Okay. The original game was completely co-op, that you'd actually, every decision you make was decided by the group, where, okay, what do we put in town here? And then it would ask one of the 4 random group members what we put in town there. Now it's always player one's decision. Also, you can only get together for dungeons. You can no longer go to towns, go shopping, or stock up together. You no longer make decisions together. Once again, it's always player one's decision. As soon as the dungeon is over, everyone's kicked back to their own game, and only the person who started the group gets the progression, and everyone else is back at wherever they were before then. So you could literally beat the game all the way through, co-oping it, and still be level 1 in the first town. First area. Because you don't get any progression credit by joining someone else's group. Yeah. Also, the fact that if you download it for free, you can play the whole game without having to pay for it, as long as you have someone to
sprinkling
join.
down the red powder.
But that's according to
corrupting
GameFAQs,
every
don't quote
pure
me.
and innocent girl in town.
It does have different towns, though, Bailiff. It does have different towns and stages and areas you visit. You're asked between each town a question by traveling merchants, which summarizes where you're going next on your travels, where each other person in the group was asked a question, etc., etc. Yeah, but what I mean by levels is areas. Bailiff. What I mean is, say you start the game and I join every single one of your dungeon runs. I don't do anything with you between the dungeon runs except go back to the first town in the game. That's what I mean. I don't get any progression credit past the first... if I play every level and get every single piece of myrrh with you, multiplayer, when I get back to my game, I'll still be at the very first town at the very beginning of the game. I will not have done any of the quest.
Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zach. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan. Well, her plan isn't complete yet. That's why we need to learn all we can about her. Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zach, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ? Correct. She used a miniature bomb. To tell you the truth, she surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself, yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy. Zach, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing, but that doesn't make sense to me. And PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear. Tell me, who killed? Unfortunately, we don't have the answer to this one yet. And it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case, and the final turning point for this story. I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
You know, I could have put up some corkboard before you started doing this. Just gonna say that. Yeah, you do get the artifacts off the runs. And that's it, Bailiff. For those wondering, here's a perfect review of it.
Hey, Zach.
That's up for Jared.
Do you remember PJ's last words? Lena had intercourse with her older sister. Her own flesh and blood. This means there's still one more person out there who inherited PJ's blood.
The Goddess of Fertility. And back to Naked Black Guy. Go, dude, go. Just click the link, Bay. Hey, the pastor's there too. Did not know that. Hell of a group, man. And there's that bayou boat again.
Oh, fucking poachers, now I gotcha. Caught you red-handed.
Dude, shave your nose hair. And what are they poaching? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I got excessive force because I shot the preacher after he fucked me over. Well, I felt he fucked me over. Did you all see that?
Soon. I'm almost there. Just... Please, someone. Stop that noise.
I don't even want to know, Wild. What, Warbird? What the fuck? Why is that scar bigger and more visible now? Oh no. We don't know. This game is just a hodgepodge of what the fuckery.
Oh.
Dude, that doesn't look good, dude. Seriously, we're just gonna say that does not look good.
Let me try and summarize this.
Back
Helena
to
Doman was the
2019.
mastermind behind the entire incident.
Yep.
But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family. Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Sang Rouge.
Saint
That's
Rouge,
right.
yes. Her accent
She was
is beautiful.
responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
The goddess
Interesting.
of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Nope.
Not her. She was as beautiful as a goddess, but she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
I want it
Then
to rain
who
like that,
was the
seriously.
goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast
No.
wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied
I hope to God he
abundance
shaves
on
that
the
beard.
outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void. And that void was threatening to swallow up all of Lucare. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, he doesn't like the sound of babies.
Are
At
you
all.
okay, Mr. Morgan? Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world. Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen. But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him.
Yep. Alright, we got the leg. Ooh, ash in the fireplace.
The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used
that
in
mean?
conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace.
Nice to have an apartment with a fireplace.
We're free to use it as we please.
I see
Agreed.
traces
I will
of
give
resin,
you that. I'll give you that.
which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at
Except for
home.
paper.
Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse, especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Damn it.
Non-burnable refuse like a smartphone? Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico.
I'm so close to finding out where she is. So close now.
I don't think he has her.
You're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that. We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal. We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh,
That I
I
did it?
sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Wolf, wolf, wolf.
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there, looking for her.
What's up, Blaxer?
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we
No.
don't. But we can feel her when we close our eyes.
What?
And become one with the world. It's very faint,
Yes.
but we can see her. We can see Patricia.
Are you trying to distract me again? Or do you really
Yes.
expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
I am clairvoyant.
What do you think we are, X-Men? It's metaphysical
Yes.
offender profiling.
He actually asked me where Patricia is? Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the Le Carré case.
All right. Okay, we're going to finally find out about the milk cartons. Thank God.
Low-fat vitamin D milk cartons. Why are they all lined up so neatly?
Yo, I want to know
This
too.
square area enclosed by milk cartons, is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary.
Yeah. How do you make them non-dusty like that?
And the milk carton sanctuary. They all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle. Is that a serious question?
Where's the one by her feet?
Of course it is.
And how does he keep them perfectly triangle and not dusty?
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out, so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Halloween? It's only January.
This is America, land of the free. Got a problem with that?
Agreed. Compared to the first one, yeah. Anything else I can look at?
Professor R was a Clarkson, and also the mother of Sang Rouge.
By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body? After 14
I'm kinda
whole
curious, too.
years.
That's none of your business.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse by pure chance? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I
No, they
said
were
it's none of
smuggling in
your
immigrants.
business.
That's what's going
Then
on.
we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip. A tip related to Sang Rouge.
Look at the
Did we
wall
hit the
vaginas
nail
behind
on
him.
the head, Belle?
I'm making a bad joke. It really is. Seriously though, it kind of does look like wall vaginas. Each of those blue and light blue petals kind of look like vagina drawings.
But
I didn't notice
that's
that till
not
now.
what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way. Even back when we were on duty. Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one?
No, I actually agree with Warbird that this game is a lot. Unlike the first game where you could go from plot point to plot point, this one's a lot more drawn out and a lot more talky, and yet it doesn't talk automatically. Every
you
single
tell us that
dialogue you have to
much?
hit the button through
Yeah.
instead of it going through automatically.
What urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business.
He's gonna fucking destroy her, isn't he?
So you think Lena was murdered by Helena Dolman, her own brother?
No, not her. Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm asking you. Would you mind answering me in your own words? You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
Why?
It's a complicated matter. Extremely complicated.
Don't let him draw you into his game. Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis.
I like the fact that they're treating him like he's some fucking criminal's mastermind, like he's a Hannibal Lecter, for God's sake.
The future influences the present just as much as the past. You asked me why I
Yep.
spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions. When you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction, to action.
Isn't inaction a type of action? It's just not
People
as active
reveal
of an action.
everything during the intervals between their actions. For example, when you eat alone versus eating with someone else. The most prominent differences always appear when someone either begins or finishes eating a meal. And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden. When you prepare to eat or finish eating, when you move in to clean up, when you pick up a book or close one, when you raise a cup of coffee to your lips. Human actions speak volumes. Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi.
Interesting.
And here's the conclusion it helped me reach.
Do you think she's right?
There's one other person in this house, isn't there?
You're incredible, Belle. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Belle, but only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Okay, who's the other
Most-
person?
If this goes to court, I won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us. We can even put it in writing if you want. We won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? I know I had it around here somewhere. Where is it?
I wonder what's wrong with him. I think cancer.
We're fine. Hey, everything okay? What's going on out here? Oh, don't tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since you got here, I've
Kinda
been
destroyed
all
the
backed
toilet.
up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Is this a sign from the coffee? What could it be? What is it trying to
Oh
tell
my
me?
God! Bullshit!
Think.
Bullshit!
Dragonfly?
Footsteps. Big footsteps. Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise. She was into the
The red soul has the power to amplify the unique character mentally. That's why I created the holy red powder.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired. Would you take us to get our medicine? Sure. It's in the bathroom, right?
Don't. I don't trust him, but I do trust him because he's me.
Seems like he's calmed down a little. We should let him rest for a while.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan. But so I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing? Whatever his goal may be, Morgan's gone to great lengths to survive. But no matter how hard he tries, the heartless monster inside of him will just keep devouring his body. When Katrina stole my family from me, I lost all hope. What is he hoping for?
Yeah, what is he waiting for?
Agent Jones has been acting strange the entire time we've been here. He told me he wasn't very good at dealing with suspects in person, but can anyone be this bad at it? Is he hiding something? Or maybe our suspect found some dirt on him. Either way, I wish he'd stop trying to drag me down with him. Why do you think he's trying to survive so badly?
What do you
Yeah, I
mean?
agree, Davi.
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
No more Please,
More
just
Nietzsche.
stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones, wanna know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much?
Sure.
I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked. Oh, how could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor. His school was damaged by the hurricane, too, and got closed down. He also lost his family and was living there in the shelter, just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him.
I forgot, when was Hurricane Katrina again?
He loved Nietzsche. And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one from Thus Spoke Zarathustra that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing than half know many things. Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know? Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us. So that we could go on respecting ourselves.
Actually, Davi,
without
I'm
ever
actually starting to
succumbing to
agree
all
with
the
you.
patronizers.
Because she pointed out that he's had friends over regularly. And I'm
After
guessing it is
that,
Simon. He's
my
been hanging out
grandmother
with
in
Simon.
Lafayette
Or
took
someone
us
else.
That was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind. And they give me the power I need to keep
Nietzsche
pressing
was
on.
pretty good. Nietzsche was
So I'm
much
gonna
better
keep
than Freud.
quoting Nietzsche,
Fuck Freud.
just to make sure I
like
don't
Freud.
forget my roots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now.
Wait. That. Oh yeah, this is 2019. So yeah, this is
Nietzsche's
15 years
to
later.
you what pizza is to me. Sorry for giving you a hard time about it.
Freud was absolutely a fraud, though, because Freud only used his control group and none of the a test group and not the control groups. He never did anything except observed his patients to make
You
all
are
his
free
conclusions.
to go on quoting him whenever you want, of course. I won't say another word.
Agent Jones, what the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Oh, come on.
No, it's more of a safe space. That's all he's trying to say, you dumb bitch. Sorry, now that kind of bothers me that she doesn't realize that he's basically realizing that to you, Nietzsche is a safe place. It is a place you back into for comfort. And there we go, the evidence right
I
there.
wondered what sort of food he was eating, all shut up in here. Pizza? Why do they all love pizza so much?
What's wrong, Aaliyah? You hungry or something?
He's data analysis for FBI. He's not supposed to be an on-case agent. He's just supposed to analyze the data. But they send him out on reconnaissance to just sit and watch and record friggin' York for 4 years.
Excuse me?
Or Zach, wherever you want
What
to call
are you
him.
insinuating?
Well, you're staring right at an empty pizza box.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined palate.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
I love the fact that Patrick Stewart never had pizza until like 3 or 4 years ago. And actually posted it on Tumblr how much he loved
is a
it.
sacred food, remember? You don't need to feel embarrassed
Yes.
for being unable to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it. That's the power of pizza.
Stop, Agent Jones. I've had enough of this sacred pizza bit. I'm sick of you
Agreed.
Chicagoans and your obsession with pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you
Fuck
ever
you.
talk about. What's next?
Is Chicago
You gonna
really
launch
that
into
obsessed with
a tirade
pizza?
about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
No. I do not like Chicago deep dish. It is just too deep. Now, Detroit deep dish, that shit is good. I also like Pipan, that's good too. What?
No, Aaliyah. You just don't get it, do you? As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza.
I'm gonna go take sedatives and sleep the rest of the
But
game.
get this. I love New York-style pizza, too.
You know, a couple days ago, Luna went out at my roommate went out at midnight and came back with a friggin' extra large New York style pizza just because
It
she had
doesn't
a
matter
coupon.
what kind of pizza it is. As long as it's a pizza, it's beautiful.
I'm not that fond. No. Chicago
What?
deep dish is just too deep
Still
at
don't
times.
get it? Okay, here. I'm gonna put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created
Look it up.
equal. Eat your heart out, Nietzsche.
Just forget I mentioned anything.
You've never seen Detroit style pizza. For fuck's sake. Okay. I'm sorry. This is one of those times where I do have to bring that up. I have to. Guys, this has to be brought up right here. Wow, it's the number one thing when you type it too. Tell me if this works. That's Detroit style pizza. It's midway between Chicago and regular deep. It's slightly deeper than regular deep dish, but not as deep as Chicago. Here's a good view of it. That make better sense? See it? Oh. Ooh. And one more. No. But Little Caesars and Domino's both do it, and they're both native to Detroit and Ann Arbor, so... Yeah, that's Detroit-style pizza. It's always been my favorite.
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation. What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this...
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details, especially during the most vital
That's not really
time.
that insignificant.
For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails?
You know I'm going to
How
get
long
pizza
is
tomorrow
my
just
milk
because of this
for?
guy, right?
I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to know. It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope, postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it, a wrapped sample of Sang Rouge, and a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons. F.K.
Fuck you! So, the main villain has made his appearance. Gabe Newell is back. The main villain of the first game. The happy-go-lucky farmer who looked like Gabe Newell. Yeah, he's back. FK.
That's it?
Forrest Kaysen.
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a fake name.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005. The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married, or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 38. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case. I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
Forrest Kaysen. Motherfucker.
Shouldn't you look after him?
We all knew
I
he'd be
gave him
involved.
his meds and let him rest.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
What?
What?
But why?
I don't know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub. I feel like I saw that once.
Go
in
check
some
his bedroom
vampire
out!
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No. I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
Oh, fuck you! Really? No! No! My mom looked white as a ghost when she had cancer, for fuck's sake. Like, you could see she was just skin and bones by the time she died.
Who knows? But now that you mention it, he started going really crazy around the end of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's before December. He always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Red, huh?
You better believe it. He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. I mean, there isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box? I don't get it.
See, I don't see where Chicago style would be deliverable because it's too damn thick.
Were you serious for even a fraction of that story? The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly. The mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons. And...
So do I. Okay. I'm trying to... I am trying to select that one on the ground there, and it's not letting me.
Hey, Aaliyah, sorry about before.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Chicagoans all love deep dish pizza. We can't live without the damn stuff. I admit it. That's why I always get so emotional whenever we talk about pizza. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
A bit
it
too
had
much.
already left my mind.
Well, good. Pizza should always be a peaceful dish, no matter... By the way, do you eat hot dogs?
Why do you want to know?
Just tell me, do you eat them?
Every now and then, yes.
Okay, so what do you put on your hot dog?
What is this? A personality test?
Okay, if you say... Okay, I have to say this. If you say you have an expanded taste, that you have a gourmet palate, whatever you want to fucking say it, don't admit you eat hot dogs afterwards. Like, seriously, but don't... You eat hot dogs, but not pizza.
Nothing. See, the thing is, we Chicagoans are very tolerant when it comes to pizza preferences. But hot dogs? Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, this is true. This is absolutely true. No. Chicago's very assholes about pizza, too.
I just can't stand those people who put ketchup on their hot dogs.
Fuck off.
Huh?
Mustard is the only condiment that people should be allowed to put on their... Anything
Fuck
else
you.
is heresy. And yet, look at our world today. Do you know how many people are out there dripping ketchup all over their Franks? I mean, let's think about this. What is ketchup exactly? Ketchup is a condiment meant for French fries, right? It was never meant to be an accessory for hot dogs. It's out of the question. You got a hot dog, you use mustard. It's an unspoken rule.
I love ketchup.
So, Aaliyah, lay it on me. Are you one of those degenerates who puts ketchup on their hot dogs?
I do. I put ketchup on my hot dog. Of course I do.
No. Well, this partnership isn't gonna last long. You've definitely convinced me of that.
Oh, yeah? Well, good.
Yeah, look up the difference between Chicago hot dogs and everywhere
this
else.
Investigation, I always assumed it would be a one-time only thing.
Okay, that's what I want.
So,
I want the wrapper.
why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this. Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I know how to see through lies. I don't mean to be nosy, but
Wow.
would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome.
Which you're not.
We're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a
Wow.
single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this?
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab. He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Is this reality Or is this just
That's right.
fantasy?
The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his.
Agreed. Eat what the fuck you
I bought
want.
it
That's
for
what
him
I
after he
think.
graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So you think that if we
Well, now we know
nab
why
the
she's
person
such a bitch.
behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know. But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
What about your parents?
Oh god. See, I don't really like hot dogs themselves, but I do like hamburger shaped. It's shaped like a hot dog, which you can get at many
When I
grills
was only
nowadays.
13, Katrina took him, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty. Hey, Agent Jones. I just want to double-check one thing.
No, she didn't.
You didn't find
When she
anything
mentioned the
in
Katrina
bathroom.
thing, he was in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel, but he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again. I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death.
What?
Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned her here. He's trying to complete something big right now, something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
I don't believe it. Then let's do it.
What is all this?
He's been trying to figure it out himself. Yeah, Patricia's the little girl. I can't control her.
Pictures of people from Le Carré. And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale. All the deceased have been crossed out. Sheriff Melvin Woods.
I have no control over her. She just walks.
Lise Clarkson? Where's Patricia?
That's our alt.
Hi.
What are you doing?
What just happened? But his face is looking like someone infected with the red disease. His face is looking a lot like what the villains did at the end of the first game, remember? All of them got the gray face with all the veins in it, especially Forrest. We're going to see what happens. Yes, he's going to shout a huge tree. And we're back to episode 3. The final day in the car, besides, yep. The other problem is I kept looking to see how long the game is, and I got spoiled up the ass.
York! Agent
Oh,
York!
no.
York!
Oh, good. Now we're going to get back to the weird stuff that we like.
York! York! Agent York!
What's going on?
Hey! Agent York!
You found him.
Agent York? Hey! Hey, Agent York.
You're Lise Clarkson.
Nope.
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Yeah, he's probably going to shout a
Sorry,
huge
Hattie,
tree.
I'm fine now. More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
Yes.
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century,
definitely beat
time
this
has been
tomorrow.
busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
Oh, would you guys like to see a Neo Geo stream? Out of sheer curiosity. What is an alligator gar tail? No, seriously, what the hell is an alligator gar tail? And do those seeds look bigger than they did in the last game? Sorry if you've heard that. I was rubbing my eye.
These red seeds keep sticking out to me. But we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zach? The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cutaway. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it. There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here. I bet we could use this to score an amazing stone skipping record. Let's give it a try whenever we get some downtime. For now, we need to focus on this investigation, Zach. After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here. Just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end. Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Any significance to these similarities?
Not yet.
There's some decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plant. They must have
soybeans.
used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. And who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a
Oh
court.
god, hang on. Ugh.
This
I
altar
apologize
is
for that,
covered in
people.
burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but Is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy
So he's
work.
keeping the investigation going at
More
home.
importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me. Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape?
Okay. I'm making money like no one's business now. Search for clues. Let's go.
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
What's up, Chuck?
You already solved the case,
Yeah, they're right. The
yeah?
brush was moved that way.
So go on! Get your ass out of town!
Why do you...
I love the Alvy back there.
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember? Every fella in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Yeah, we
Hey,
already
Chuck.
know that.
Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher
I love this guy.
chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars
God,
over
he is
here,
such a
least
stereotype,
you
but I
can
like
do
his
is
personality.
Get them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that
Where are
plans
they
to
poaching
overthrow our
exactly?
government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
Ah.
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The Goddess of
point.
Fertility, Patty.
Hey, Hunkin, how you doing? Gonna get the water? Hey, buddy, how you doing?
The Goddess of Fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed. Yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle
I like
you
him.
ask for. Listen with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel
What?
the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal. The entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful
Giant
as
lady's
ever,
finger. So where's Hungun from? I do like his design, though. Now, that is a voodoo doctor I would want in my life, too.
Hungan's oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. That's not it, Zach. The 17 comrades must have survived for a shockingly long time. Remember, they were here to see the birth of New Orleans. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find... That's it, Zach.
Trees.
The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for...
Alright, and what about the finger?
Zach, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this Holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, Zach, there's no Allah there. Don't think so hard about it. The Holy Allah refers to that one thing we see so often in American towns. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland in... Zach, there's no... Don't think so... The Holy Allah... The great thing about us... That's it. I never doubted you,
Okay.
Zach. The Holy Allah refers to a water tower. Specifically that water tower with its Clarkson
I
family
don't
crest.
get it.
It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
And the finger. Alright.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is? I'm at a loss. I never thought one of
figure it
Hungan's
out.
childish riddles would force me to think so hard. But, oh well, I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
Patty has to be shaking her head again.
What?
Yep.
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal. So I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
Water tower and the trees. Alright, which one first? Don't want to do this. Not bad. Middle cigarette, Jesus Christ. Is he giving himself awards for doing this shit? Because it feels like he is. Here, I've been this good at skipping stones. Here's a lollipop for myself. Hey, luckily my skateboard fixes between levels. Alright, this is just gonna be some sugar cane, isn't it? Yep, I need beads, damn it. Needs beads and bass. Bass so I can turn my gun into a shotgun. And he's gonna shoot a huge tree warbird. You know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a huge red tree. Just falls out of his ass for no reason at all. Water tower number 14. Welcome, LeCare.
This thing sure looks
Ooh.
tall when you look at it up close. But why do they gotta build it up so high anyway?
The height gives them the necessary pressure to pump the water out. Also, building it in a spot where anyone could easily access it would only create more problems.
Problems?
In a certain Missouri town, they built the water tower low enough that a person could easily climb up to it. And that's exactly where a mass murderer decided to hide the bodies of all his victims. The water tower was so low to the ground that he could even climb up to it while carrying a dead body on his back.
Slow-mo ash.
Incidentally, they ended up finding a total of 43 bodies in there. But the part that truly shocked Zach and I wasn't the number of bodies, Patty.
What?
It was the fact that over the 6 months from the first murder to when the case was solved, that whole time, the townspeople had been drinking the water.
Ew.
Agent York, look! I think we can climb up from there. Let's go.
But Patty, I was just getting to the good part.
Yeah, but you saw the seeds on the ground there. The town's water's spiked, isn't it? With the red seeds. Kind of like how the gas permeates all of friggin' that one town up north.
Looking down on it from here, it's hard to imagine any bad stuff ever happened at all.
Really?
Listen carefully, Patricia. You just leave Melvin to me. I promise I'll take care of things.
With my gun.
You're grown up. You're more of an adult than anyone else in this town, I guarantee it. But that doesn't mean you have to suffer through everything without ever saying a word about it. Just remember that, okay?
What? Squirrel?
Zach, it looks like the holy Allah hasn't been sucking up water properly. No wonder the shower in our hotel room felt so weak. Patty, who manages this water tower?
This is Lucare. You should know the answer to that by now.
The Clarksons. Judging from their current situation, I don't think they'll be able to give us a timely response.
Yeah.
Do you know where the water comes from?
Probably Isaac Lake?
That settles it. Let's fill the holy Allah and solve this problem ourselves.
I knew you were going to say that, Agent York.
But it's full of squirrels! What? Just an eruption of nuts everywhere. So, do you think we'll find any bass tails over here? Hello. High quality cloth. Yes. But I need low quality, damn it. I need a little lumbar support here. What was that from, anyways? I swear there was a movie where it was probably either Ice Age or friggin' some movie like that. When I see where I hide my nuts? What movie was that again? Oh, wow. I've seen a lot of bad movies now that I think about it. Why did I see robots in theaters? I think it's from the movie Over the Hedge or something like that. Or maybe even Nut Job, which is also another good movie. I like that movie. Over the Hedge, yes. Over the Hedge was a good movie. I don't care what anyone else says. I liked it. It was enjoyably stupid. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. I'm just gonna check your mailbox. That's gotta be illegal. Oh, there's the red tree. That makes those seeds you were looking for. And all the gators you can eat. Well, there's also the one where there's a bear and a deer living in the woods together that I thought was also not that popular. There's a bunch of them that seemed like they were popular but weren't. It feels like I liked Over the Hedge, though I have to say Bruce Willis wasn't the best character to be the main raccoon.
Isaac Lake?
That's the name of the former head of the Clarkson family. When he retired, they built this lake to commemorate his career. That's why it's called Isaac Lake.
Open season. But yeah, Over the Hedge is the one I was thinking of.
They wanted people to remember the power of the Clarkson family every time they used their water, huh?
You sure don't miss a beat.
I can't believe they're following.
The water level's higher than I expected. They probably haven't been out here to check on it since Lise was murdered.
I bet that's where the water gets sucked up into the water tower.
Yep. I can't believe there was a nut shop too. Oh, gators. Hi, Gator.
Mr. Alligator. Never thought I'd have to use you to fight a real alligator. Just what does that skeletal gentleman have in mind for us, Zach?
Gators. Just lots of gators. Yes. No, I'm at war with alligators. Bullfrog's tongue. Pretty sure a gator like that would destroy you. Yeah, fire doesn't seem to do much. Oh, they're just gonna keep coming, aren't they? They have pretty big ass tails too. Their tails are just as dangerous. I've seen bigger. Yeah, these are medium-sized alligators. I've seen bigger. Tell me about me killing a gator. Yeah, those are the rubber bullets that were shooting at them.
Open the door, Patty.
What the fuck?
Now, Patty.
The largest gator ever found is 19 feet long. Yeah, these are about 12 feet, Warbird. And then let's not forget this majestic bastard right here. Yeah, look at that majestic bastard I just showed you right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. That is not an exaggeration of gator size. Look at that gator on a Florida golf course. But the fact that I just had to fucking destroy tons of gators just to get in. Chain link fence would totally stop a gator without problem. Warbird, did you click the link?
Okay, Zach. Let's head back to the Holy Allah. We need to confirm with our own eyes that we've completed the Skeletal Gentleman's Oracle.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going to be done. Why does that one never work? So, do we have to fight the gators on our way out of here? It could be an electrified chain linked fence, which would be stupid next to water. And we're going to leave through the back door, where there's going to be no gators waiting for us. Catfish and black bass scale. Oh yeah. So the black bass things are going to be around here in this lake. I probably should have just skateboarded through the gators. What are they going to do? Eat me? But Warbird, see that majestic bastard? Tell me gators aren't that big. Catfish whiskers. So what exactly does a gator eat at that big? I need coffee. Do we have any coffee? No, we do not. That sucks in the long run.
We've been in this town for longer than we originally planned, haven't we? Oh no, I'm not complaining.
Yes,
I'm used to living out of a hotel, and I love southern food. There are some inconveniences, though. There's no movie theater in this town, nor is there a video rental store, and the TV in the hotel room doesn't get any of the on-demand movie channels. We'll just have to get lucky.
Yeah, at least there's still
encounter a
video
movie
rentals
being
at this
shown
time
on
period.
TV. The movie environment in Lucaria is no different from that of the 70s, Zach. No, they don't have a movie theater. So I suppose it's even farther back than that. But it's true that these are the times in which one always encounters the best movies. It's always been that way, hasn't it? Think back with me. Remember that hotel in the rundown town near Monroeville, just outside of Pittsburgh? I took a shower, and by the time I got back into bed, it had already started. Time Walker. 1982, directed by Tom Kennedy. I started watching it without any idea as to what it was about, but it instantly got me hooked. The plot highly exceeded all my expectations.
I'm actually kind of curious where they got all these
Constantly
movie references
revealing
from.
shocking truth after shocking truth. It was a hyper-realism masterpiece. Even after we checked out from the hotel, we couldn't get that film out of our heads. Not even when we stopped by the Monroeville Mall, the primary filming location for Dawn of the Dead. Instead of the living dead, both you and I were totally preoccupied with thoughts of that living mummy. And we were so excited to visit the Monroeville Mall, too. You kept insisting that you were going to track down those kumquats that Roger had eaten. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only reason I took on that case was because I knew it would let us travel out there. Instead, Time Walker blindsided us. And that's all we could think about. Even when we were inside the mall, we were both off in a different world. There you have it, Zach. A beautiful memory of an encounter with an 80s masterpiece in a very unexpected place.
I love these chats. I really do. They make the game feel so much better. They are by far the best part. The best sounding part. The best everything.
Zach, the Holy Allah is filling up.
What's up?
Looks like we'll be able to take a warm, invigorating shower tonight.
Nice.
Patty, are you okay?
No. Not really.
Worried about your parents?
Well, of course I am. My mom is sick, you know, and she got even worse starting about a year ago. She used to be so beautiful, but now she looks like a completely different person. She can't even get up out of her own bed no more.
I'm sorry to hear that. I already hurt you once in the past, and now it looks like I've gone and done it again.
No, I know Mama's illness ain't your fault, Agent York. It's more about Daddy.
He what?
Nothing. Just forget it.
Please tell me what's going on.
Hey! Y'all get down from there right now! I said get down here, goddammit!
The heir to the Clarkson legacy has come for us, Zach. And he doesn't sound very composed.
Sounds very drunk. He sounds extremely drunk at this point. Like crazy drunk.
Little snakes! This is private property, goddammit! I guess you really do want to throw...
I could arrest you for drunk driving, but I simply haven't got the time.
What? What did you say? Ever since you got here, my whole family... Now they're all dead. You're Satan.
So did the Gator just rip off his hand, or what else?
You came here to destroy the Clarksons. You destroyed them. Satan.
Satan? Not quite, Daniel. I'm just an agent carrying out a mission in accordance. On the contrary, I came to put a stop to all these problems. You might even consider thanking me for it.
Federal law. Mission accordance. Did you hear that? Bastard wants me to thank him. I lost everything. At least my old baby girl. I don't know. I don't know what
I do feel kind of
I'm
sorry
gonna
for
do
him.
now.
You reap what you sow.
God damn it.
Whether you like it or not, you're the new heir to the Clarkson legacy. You could rebuild their empire, or resign it to the ravages of time. Do whatever you like. But you'll no longer be able to borrow a certain someone's power and march around like you own this town. You need to accept that and prepare to survive. Okay, Zach.
No clue. He explained it in a
Our
cutscene, but it still made no
investigation
sense
just
to
led us
me.
to fill up
It's
a
a show of
holy
power
owl.
and a show of honor.
What do you think we'll end up doing next? Perhaps we're embarking on a new saintly line of work here, but I suppose we have the skeletal gentleman to thank for that. Next, we need to speak with the 17 comrades. We were blessed with this oracle, so we have a duty to follow it out to the end.
I just want to find beads and bass tail, so that I can up my weapon more. Oh, hey. That's exactly what I needed. No, there literally is no point in dismembering someone in your family who's very loyal to you. I agree. I do think we're going to beat it tomorrow night, though. We has an iris leaf. Okay. Just a few more beads. Yeah, beads are the hardest thing to find, seriously. Once more around the pump, and we should be good. Does anyone see a vending machine around here? Lizard head. Dumpster dive, because I got a dumpster dive. You gotta always dumpster dive. What's the single note? Alright, you don't kill me, I won't kill you. What did I just say? Oh. Do that again. There. Asshole. I'm not in the mood to fight dogs. I'm going to find beads and bass, and then I'm good. That's her mailbox. Of course. The fact that you can search through every neighbor's mail is ridiculous. It's like, oh, hi, neighbor. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, it's right here. Fuck it. What about that that No SR, whatever it's called? That game looks pretty good. I might try that out soon. Have you guys seen that yet? It's about, I don't know what exactly it's about, but it looks pretty cool. Are you shitting me? Fine. Oh, I've checked out Carry On. Don't worry, I've checked that out. Restores a good deal of concentration. Mildly, it greatly restores a good deal, concentrates a good deal. Oh, okay. Coffee's better for concentration. And heal up, buddy. There we go. Ah, crap. No short roads, and the game's name is NSR. I don't know what it's like. No shortcut roads or something like that, but it looks pretty good. It's made by some of the directors from old Final Fantasy games and turned into a Devil May Cry game. No solo road. All I know is that I got woken up by the dumbest commercial ever on YouTube this morning, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Where they're talking about the only way for humanity to survive is for all of America to go, all of the world to go vegan, or else the world's going to end. I really wish that was not a commercial I saw, but it's like, okay, what the fuck over, crazy?
Did you notice anything strange before your daddy went missing? Did he seem different from usual, or say things that didn't make sense?
Nope. He was the same as always. We talked a lot.
So,
I reckon
everything.
he was in a better mood than usual. Almost even too talkative.
Zach, she's putting on a
Yeah,
strong
we'll see.
face, but it's clear that she's very worried. Let's try and cheer her up a bit. What's the best thing to say in times like these?
You don't need to worry about me, Agent York. Let's just focus on the work we have left to do.
Unfortunately, it looks like your parents disappearing is connected with this case somehow.
Yeah, I know.
Melvin says he loves you so much. It's hard for me to believe he would just disappear and leave you all alone. Something must be
Agree
afoot
with
here.
that.
I wish I could tell you I'm sure they're okay, even without any evidence. But I hate lies, Patty. I can't guarantee...
Why can't I talk and pick up items at the same time? Yep, no straight roads. It looks pretty good. And I have Tony Hawk 1 and 2 already. I'm not going to play it on stream because I think it'd be extremely boring just to see me do ollie, 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 flip, ollie, wally, wing grip, backboard, 720, 90, 780, whatever. Black bass tail. Yeah, the back fart. You know what I'm talking about. It's a very, very famous gut maneuver. Alright, you gator fucks. You can just stay the fuck away from me. I'm searching for items. Oh, hi. Are these from the gators I slaughtered earlier? Yep, looks like it. Yep, lots of gator parts. Should probably feel bad about that. Yeah, no straight roads. Have you heard about it? Anything about it, or no? And how is he the heir apparent of the Clarkson family? Why did he take the Clarkson name? The daughter must be pissed having to do that. Like, oh yeah, I wanted to marry all the Clarksons, but now I'm still a Clarkson. Ah, boy. See, I was never good at making, combining the tricks by doing ollies and shit between the two of them. Crawfish shell. That sounds wonderful right about now. Oh no, there's no law saying that. The husband can take the fucking wife's name if she wants to. Are you okay? I just heard my roommate yelp like a puppy. It was weird. Okay, it seems like the bass are around here most of all. Oh yeah, I was right. What is an alligator gar scale? Come on, somebody tell me some of this shit is. And yeah, I just was wondering. Hello. Crawfish shell, catfish tail. Nope. Do I have one more black coffee in me? Yes, I do. Sorry for doing this on the side. I just like doing the... I want to build a shotgun. That's all. And what's life without a little shotgun? Welcome back to the lake. What is this for? Is that the intake valve? Could be. No, you got it. I thanked you for it. I thank you for the sub, but you had already had someone had already given you a gift sub beforehand, Warbird. Granite Saber had given a gift sub beforehand. What is a gar skull? What the fuck part of an alligator is the gar? Yep, that's fine. I feel like doing a night of arcade games soon, too. It sounds odd, but there's a good reason behind that. And it totally has to do with the fact that I found a Neo Geo arcade stick. Okay, so why is it called an alligator gar? Warbird. Unless there's a type of gar... Yeah, that. Alligator gar tail. So it's a species of gar that looks like alligator? Because I've seen blue alligator lizards. Those things are adorable. Weird for me to say that, but it's true. Ah, okay, thank you. Thank you. This is why I do the whole running around thing, so I can grab this shit. Lizard skin. What the heck are these? I'm trying to end the night on a high note by upgrading. I would like the fact that I just walked into someone's yard and picked up random trash off the ground. And now I'm walking into a neighbor's yard and opening their mailbox. See? I our best FBI agent. Thank you, Warbird. Yeah, it said you subscribed for 2 months now. Yeah, because you had already subscribed earlier, it's not going to do another friggin' event, though. I don't think. Wash and shop. Nice place.
So, Patty, this town...
Oh yeah, I got enough for what I need now. Thank you, Warbird. Ah. Did you see that? Oh, yeah. By the way, do you see that big-ass gator I sent you? Big-ass gator. Hot dog stand. Take one with everything, please, and without everything. You take your pick. Oh my god, this... There we go. What? Ah, okay. Makes sense. Hopefully she got the money back for that. Thank you. Thank you, Warbird. Yeah, and I think, like I said earlier, that it's not as good as the first in many ways. It's still fun, yeah. But I don't think it's going to be as fondly remembered as the first one was.
Very.
Okay, where's the shotgun? I can make shotgun. What do you think's more powerful? I'm gonna buy a shotgun. Alright, power to 3. Heck yeah, bat, start that out. Oh, I need more low-quality beads. Nope, 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 nope. I need more high-quality beads to max out my gun. Incense, skateboarding skill, acceleration, handling, braking. Ooh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Max speed. Okay, what is this plus hygiene? Ooh, concentration, life, and hygiene. What's this plus BO? Does that mean I stink more? Plus beard. Like, are these boosts good or bad? Like, plus BO, does that mean susceptible to BO, or... Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because this is plus paralysis and plus poison. I don't want that. Unless it protects me from it. Or maybe it prevents me from getting it.
I can see thou hast.
Okay, map, journal. Oh, okay. This shows me all the side quests and let you check your many Florida. Oh. It's gonna show me where they're all at. Okay. Yeah, but this plus BO, is it bad or good? That's the only thing I don't understand. Basic controls, skateboarding basics, volley, hunger, BO. Oh. Indicators, vision, Florida, cycle. Basic. Mr. Alligator has custom shots that can be used in great battles. Switch slots. Okay. So you're not going to tell me about that. Paralysis and cramps. Okay. Yeah, I want to know what this plus BO and stuff does.
Doth thou be at ease?
Yeah, agreed, Warbird. I find this one a lot more boring. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but not as much. Like, the oddity is kind of wearing thin. Because I want to know if plus BO plus paralysis and stuff means I'm more resistant, or am I more likely to get poisoned than BO, or am I more likely? I don't know how this shotgun stuff works either, so that's kind of annoying. But we maxed that out at least. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of night. We're going to be calling it quits now, and we'll be back tomorrow to hopefully, and I mean hopefully, beat it. More than likely we will, since the next episode, or the final chapter in the game, is just the bosses. So, if you guys enjoyed the show, and from a donation of my time presenting it to you, please go in the video, click the donate button, leave whatever the heck you think I'm worth. Any amount whatsoever would help me out greatly. You can also send bits to subscribe, and if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. So feel sweet dreams to all going to bed. I'll be up for a bit longer being a total idiot. Good night, all. Good night.